We are here. We are back. It is the Spin Theory podcast. You guys already know what time it is. I need everybody to please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It is free. If you guys want to be cool, you guys can become channel members. It's only $2.99 a month. Go ahead, click that subscription, enjoy it, and become a member of the channel. That's right. Like the video, hit that like button right away. Also, MZK anniversary is going down in New York City, August 11th through the 13th. That is right. We will be in New York City. We're going to take it back to the Mecca. We are going to New York City. If we got any vendors in the house that want to vend, go ahead and email mzkanniversary@gmail.com. That is right. The MZK anniversary is going down. And I put a little bit, a little something together. Are you guys ready? Let's get into it. If you enjoy the content, here we go. Right, that is right. The MZK anniversary is going down. I hope you guys are ready because I'm ready. So because of the anniversary, I kind of wanted to talk to everybody, and I also wanted to catch up with my old homies, my brothers, my sisters. So we're gonna have a little MZK diary going down for the next couple of weeks, guys. I got some special guests coming up, and I don't want nobody to be alarmed. Next Sunday, we got Omar from Texas. That's right. On Sunday, we're going to get Omar in here at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I need everybody to please mark your calendars because it's going to be a good one. And now, without any further ado, I think it is time. We have a special guest in the building. He's from the Bronx. Alien Ness is here. I need everybody to please like the video, and let's get this episode started. We got Ness in the building. He is in the building.
What's up?
He is Alien Ness, aka Rusty Shank, aka the Angry Little Indian, aka Guns Blazing.
Guns Blazing was my partner.
Oh, Rusty Shank. Rusty Shank.
Ness 4, War, Chemical Ali, the Can Man. Can Man, the answer.
The answer.
Yeah, I don't care what the question is, nigga.
Ooh, Ness. Before we get this party started, man, because I got questions from the audience, man. Everybody want to know a bunch of stuff, man. I just want to give you your flowers, man, because you were such an important person in my life, man. I respect you. I love you. You help build me and my confidence up. You looked out for me. You're one of the first people to take me in. So I really appreciate you, and I could speak for everybody when we say, man, we love you, Ness. So
thank you very much. Thank you very much. And the feeling's mutual. You know what I'm saying? Every single one of y'all in MZK, y'all all a part of my legacy and help me be who I am today. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Oh, you got a studio audience now?
Yo, this is.
Put little shockers under their seats so you electrocute them so they can clap.
Yo, all right, Ness. Now all right. So I'm gonna start off easy. We're gonna start with cherries and apples. Okay. I'm gonna start it off. I want to know, man. Before we get to the questions, I want to just talk to you. What is your first breaking memory? When is the first time you saw breaking?
First time I saw breaking, or my first breaking memory?
Your first.
They're two
well,
different
wouldn't it be
things.
the same? It wouldn't be. All right. So let's start with the first breaking memory.
The first breaking memory was my cousin Milton explaining to me things that were going on in his school.
I'm confused.
Yeah, my cousin Milton, he came back and they kind of had a jam in his school. He went to automotive high school in Brooklyn. And I was about maybe like 14 years old.
Yeah.
And he was explaining to me what breaking really was, like, and DJs and MCs.
I see.
Like he was telling me about the jams.
Oh.
In those days, I only seen house parties. He was telling me about jams and explaining breaking physically to me, and me imagining it and put it all in my head. That was my first breaking experience.
What?
Yes.
That's wild.
Yep. First time I saw breaking, it was a dude called Squirrel that lived on my block.
Squirtle?
Squirrel. Like squirrels, like, you know, the squirrels in the park?
Yeah. Like a nut squirrel.
And he used to break, and one time he brought around these two cats, and one of them was called Wilski. Who was a notorious stick-up kid back in the days. Anybody from those days knows who Wilski is. If you're from the Bronx and you was in those days, you know who Wilski is. And Rip 7 from the Rocksteady crew. And those are the first three people I saw get down.
What?
So Rip 7 was the one I seen go down the most. So
Rip 7 was the first time you seen somebody break. You would say Rip 7 and somebody, were they Rocksteady crew? Or were they just random?
Yeah, Rip 7 was Rocksteady crew.
Okay.
He's in one of their earliest documentaries.
Wow. Okay. All right. So, do you know what year this was?
And he's still around. And he's still around today.
Okay. Do you talk to him like that?
Yeah.
What?
We follow each other on social media. Yeah. Like he was one of my first inspirations. Like, see, with me, it wasn't about the breaking. With me, I was into the party dances. I used to go to a lot of house parties. I wanted to learn all the party dances. And when I first saw breaking, to me, that was just another skill that I can add to what I do. Go to parties and dance all night. So, like, in the beginning, I was just doing Rip 7 footwork and Rip 7 moves, like trying little hang glides and baby freezes and chair freezes. I was trying to do everything exactly like Rip 7.
Okay. I see. Okay, so you go back home, you start doing your own thing without dancing with them, right? You started doing your own thing.
Yeah, just watching. In those days, you really didn't ask somebody to teach.
Yeah.
You know, you might have somebody you really cool with, your boy, you might teach him a move or something, but you didn't go and ask people. So the thing was going out and just watching people and try to absorb as much as you could.
Yeah. Okay, so then you see that, and then you start practicing. What happens next? Like a big key development. You start practicing on your own, and what? You start practicing with other friends?
Flashdance was the first key development. It was
okay. So you start practicing, you start breaking Flashdance.
Because, like I said, I started breaking because I seen Rip 7 breaking, Squirrel, Wilski. Wilski used to do little waves too, doing electric boogie, but like I said, I thought it was a party dance, so I was doing everything exactly the way I saw Rip 7 do it. And it was just a skill set. And then 1 year later, we go to the movies, we see Flashdance, and I'm gonna say this respectfully. It's gonna sound like a diss or something, but just them motherfuckers whose feelings get hurt, just put yourself in the mind of a 15-year-old that really doesn't know anything.
Oh, that's a diss.
So when I'm telling them to put themselves in my mind, a 15-year-old that didn't really know anything. So I go to see Flashdance, and it was dope. You know, we went there to see Rocksteady crew. You understand what I mean? Like, everybody that was hip-hop went to see Flashdance just to see Rocksteady crew. They didn't give a damn about the movie. We didn't give a damn about the movie. The fact that the dancing was, the trick in the movie was hot was just a plus. But everybody went to the movies for those 3 minutes.
And did you know it was Rocksteady crew prior? Like, oh, that's Rocksteady.
Yes. By that time, I've already heard of Rocksteady, this and that. But other than those 3 names I mentioned, I wasn't really seeing season. I wasn't leaving the block in those days.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
And you're not part of a crew. This is just you experimenting up until the point of Flashdance.
Yeah, doing other dances too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I could dance, so I wanted to dance. And here's the thing. when I went to see Rocksteady, of course, you see Mr. Freeze for Normski and Mr. Freeze, right? Then the Rocksteady crew comes on, the B-boy part. And those days, me not knowing exactly what I was looking at, everybody kept going out doing the same thing. You see Crazy Legs come out, top rock, do around the footwork, do a backspin, hit a freeze. You see Kenny come out, do around the footwork, hit a neck move, hit a freeze. Like, to me, everything was looking the same, and I'm thinking, yeah, I do this too. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Frosty comes on. And Frosty was totally different than everybody.
Yeah.
And he stood out. At that point, Frosty was the star to me. Everybody else was his backup dancers. This is the way it was going in my brain. And right there, it clicked to me that I've been breaking wrong. I'm trying to look like Rick. Yeah, at that moment, that's when the B-boy was born.
So I'm confused.
After
So
I started breaking, I seen that, and I'm like, I've been doing this wrong. I'm not supposed to look like Rip. I'm supposed to look totally different. Just like Frosty
I see.
I have to have my own thing. I gotta stop copying this nigga.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So yeah, I started breaking in '82, but the B-boy wasn't born until '83. You gotta remember
82? 82?
Yeah, you gotta
chill.
remember. And let me tell you, and I wanna stress this too, because this is a real touchy. This is a real touchy like subject for me. There's a lot of cats out there that claim they started in '82 because '82 is the cool, it's the cool year. It's the.
That's when I was born. That's when I was born.
It's the infancy of the third generation, which the third generation is the one that changed the game. With the induction of the air moves, which I call power moves, and all that stuff, right? So, but it was so all over TV and all over the media that everybody and their mama was trying to break. You had cats that might break, but they never left the block. You understand what I'm saying? They never went out and made a name for themselves. And they can say whatever they want about, oh, we didn't have cameras and there was no internet. But at the end of the day, if you was a B-boy for real, niggas knew your name because you stepped out your comfort zone. It wasn't about your block. You want to be the best on your block. Then you want to be the best in your neighborhood. Then you want to be the best in your region. You understand what I'm saying? So if niggas was really from that era and there was really B-boys per se, they would have been getting off their block, going different places. You understand? So there's a lot of cats out here that they claim '82, but nobody really know them. And then you tell them, well, who was your inspirations? Who was you hanging out with? And they always say some shit like, this guy from my block. You know what I mean?
Okay, so if you started breaking in '82 technically, and you went to see Flashdance was '83.
'83.
Okay, so
a whole
were you
year
going?
Later, a whole year later.
So that whole year you were just in your neighborhood. You didn't go out, right?
Nope.
All right. So after Flashdance, what was it that changed when you saw that? I mean, besides that, like as far as how you approach the dance, like did you start going outside your city? Did you start battling more?
No. Well, this is where it gets interesting, because now that I know what I'm doing and I'm practicing, now I want to get out.
Yeah.
Now I want to see what else is out there. You understand what I'm saying? And you start breaking a little more. Like I used to just break at a party. Before that, I would just like break at a party if the DJ played a break beat. My thing was on the party dancing. So whatever record was on, we was trying to do the dance to that record. You know what I mean? And if by chance a break beat came out, niggas break. You know what I'm saying?
So was the goal to explore different parties to potentially see dancers with that intention, or?
Well, that wasn't the goal. But once it went past just the parties and I'm taking my free time at lunch or in the gym to start practicing and throwing moves, now niggas is coming to you like, oh, you break? You should come around my way. I know this guy, or I know this person, or there's some breakers, or I break too. You understand what I'm saying? And it was always that type of situation. Like, and that was really popular in my time. If somebody saw you breaking, they probably set you up like, yo, call their homie or whatever who breaks and be like, yo, I know some niggas over here. They breaking, and that motherfucker's going to be like, let's go over there. We're going to battle. You understand what I'm saying? So once I started getting out of the parties and started practicing more visibly, lunchtime, the gym, I started meeting more people. And niggas started inviting me out more, and I started getting out more. You understand what I'm saying? And when you get out, you got to meet those names or at least see those names. There was a lot of times where I wasn't meeting cats, but they seen me and I seen them. You feel me?
And so this whole time, so the first year you start breaking, were you by yourself or you had somebody?
Originally, I started by myself.
And then you when did you find somebody else? What did you find?
About 19 towards the end of 83.
Okay, so after Flashdance.
Towards the end of 83. Yeah, way after Flashdance. Like mid 83. By December, January 84, I was already trying to build with cats. And we had this crew. Chino D was actually in it. You know Chino D, the MC.
Yeah.
This is how long I've known him.
What?
We had our own little crew, and we used to practice at a club called PC's.
Wait. Rewind. When did you first meet these? Where did you meet them?
On the streets.
Okay.
Niggas used to dance on the streets. You make those pilgrimage, you're gonna see niggas dance. Or you follow the music. You go to a party, you go to a jam outside the hood, you're gonna meet niggas. Like Chino, my very first partner, not Chino D, little Chino. Chino D knows who he is. We all used to hang out together. I met him at a jam.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
And when you say jam, what like not a breaking jam?
A park jam. Niggas used to bring out DJ equipment to the schoolyard and set up equipment.
Yeah. Just clarifying it, because there's probably people watching that are 10-year-old and they're like, jam, like a b-boy jam? No, it's probably like a hangout, like a party kickback.
Yeah. There's not a lot of b-boy jams out there. If I ever seen a b-boy jam, I would say it's techniques to go off. To me, that's a b-boy jam.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? J Skills, Cypher Addicts. That's a b-boy jam. That's a b-boy jam. Everything else is a competition. It's an event. It's a competition.
Shots taken.
Nah, it's the fact. If you throw in a competition, it's a competition.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a battle and a competition. They throw in a competition. And they say it's not a sport, but they still using tournament style bracking. So these cats got to make up their mind.
Street Fighter, for real. Yeah, bracket system. Yeah, it's a dance. It's an art form. It's a sport. Who knows, right?
It's everything. It's everything. I said this back in 2007. I already said back in 2006, 2007. I already said all the directions of the dance that the dance may go into. What I was seeing for the future of the dance, and it's pretty much gone that way, including breaking going into the Olympics. But
don't! You're jumping ahead.
I also stated that not one is more important than the other.
Yeah.
They could feed off each other. You understand what I mean? Because you got too many hardcore cipher heads that diss competition b-boys, and you got competition b-boys that diss niggas that go on tour with Britney Spears. And to me, I think
that's true. That's true.
And I think that's ridiculous because, like, let's take basketball for instance. You go to New York, the Rutgers or Westport, those are the illest motherfuckers on the planet. You feel me? But they watch the NBA. They support the NBA. They buy NBA players' jerseys. They buy the Jordans, the whole 9 yards. They don't hate on the NBA. And the NBA niggas, they rich. They got it going on. They got the endorsements. But them niggas know they ain't shit if they don't come down and play at the Rutgers. You understand what I mean? So it's that mutual respect. And I always said that's what was missing in breaking. That mutual respect. So what this nigga want to go on tour with a pop star? Let him make his money.
Let him make his money.
It's us. It's one of us. People are so caught up with this isn't culture or they're stealing from our culture. And I think that's ignorant. I think you can't take from hip hop. Hip hop absorbs everything. We are all absorbing. You understand? We like that movie, The Blob. That shit started this small, and as it rolled, they ate everything in its path and just got bigger and bigger and bigger. So ain't nobody taking from hip hop or from our culture. They gotta understand it's our culture getting into everything. You know what I'm saying? And niggas should be proud
Bars.
about that. They should be proud about that. They should hold their head up instead of trying to diss the brother man who
Yeah,
wants to
yeah,
do
yeah.
something. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo, we're dropping bars, yo, bars. Yo, yeah. So the Olympics was, yeah. We'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna rewind it back. I'm gonna go back in time. So you meet Chino D. You're with Chino. Did you guys create a crew? What was your first crew? What was the first organized
PCC, Preferred
what,
Clientele Crew.
preferred clientele crew? And who was that with?
That was me, Chino D. There's actually a flyer out there. Chino D flashes all the time. I've posted it. Me, Chino D. I kind of forgot the names. If I wasn't on my phone, I'd just go on my phone and show it to you.
All right. So you guys created a crew. Now, what was that experience like? Were you guys practicing to go battle? Were you guys practicing just because you guys were partying together? What was the vibes like?
We were doing everything. We was trying to battle, and we was also trying to like do shows, get paid. Because at the same time, crews like Rocksteady, New York City Breakers, Dynamic, they was out there doing their thing. So regardless if they were commercial or street, to us, it was just another part of the game. We want to get paid too. We want to do shows. But But we also wanted a battle. We went out. We went hood to hood. And sometimes it was crazy. Sometimes you had to run out of certain parties and certain hoods. Other times you got lumped up while you was trying to run. You understand?
Yeah.
You just can't go into a different hood and smoke somebody in their own party.
Yeah, you can't do that.
It's not like now where kids got the luxury of jumping on a plane, flying across the country, going to an event, jumping in the ciphers and smoking somebody with no repercussions. It wasn't like that in my days. Sometimes there were repercussions.
Whoa, you're right. There was no running from it, right? You could run away now. Even with the internet, you could just go wilding out and nobody will see you ever, and you could just get away with it. So when you guys were performing, what was the type of shows that you were doing? Was it like Sweet 15s? Were they like weddings?
No. Well, we did talent shows.
Okay.
You know,
and
that's
winning the prize off the talent shows.
Nah. Just showcasing.
Okay.
Probably make like $10, $20. They probably make like $10, $20 each and slice a pizza and a soda backstage.
I see.
You know? And then there was this man called Joe Torres who kind of discovered my partner Chino, and Chino pulled me in.
Oh, okay.
And he used to be a manager for a crew called Dance System 10.
Dance System 10.
Yeah, and then after Chino pulled me in, I pulled in Tickmaster because I was already chilling with Tickmaster. Tickmaster was that dude. Tickmaster was the one that really took me everywhere. All the jams, everywhere I was popping. You understand what I'm saying? And he helped me get my name out because he used to go everywhere.
Okay. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit to where. So when does that crew dissolve? Obviously, when they jump into another crew afterwards.
Dance System 10?
No. Your crew.
My crew dissolved when cats started moving out the neighborhood.
Okay. So
you know what I'm saying? And I was looking for bigger and better things. You know, now I had this offer from Dance System 10, and I'm doing decent shows now. I'm performing at the Expo. We was the first crew to do the Carnival cruise lines, like the cruise ships.
Oh, I did those too.
That started with Dance System 10. They was doing it before me, but that's what Dance System 10 did every summer. So they were the first B-boys to do that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, gigs like that. We used to open up for like Straight, the guy that sings Set It Off.
Yeah.
We used to open up for him.
Okay. How much were you getting paid for that? I'm not trying to pocket watch. I just want to know.
It was 1982. I was kids. I wasn't worried about that.
Okay. So maybe like $5 and a slice of pizza.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna keep it raw. The weekend that it would take us, like let's say a Carnival cruise line, we go to Aruba and back. In the time we went to Aruba and back, I could have made like 4 times more just sitting on a block. I did it for the same reason that everybody in those days mostly used to do it for, and that was that ghetto celebrity status. Ghetto celebrity status. Doesn't matter how much money you're making, how many people know your name.
Oh yeah, that's what it always is. Like with hip hop, it's always just about, you know, even with graffiti, right? You put your name up and you just want everybody to look at it and just be like, yo, he's up.
Well, that's
He's
what
up.
hip hop is.
Yeah, yeah.
Hip hop is broke motherfuckers in the middle of rubble in the South Bronx, where people see nothing but rubbish and abandoned buildings and fires, and politicians gave up on it and rich people moved out. Hip hop was just a way for a motherfucker to raise his hand and say, "Hey, look at me, I got talent."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're gonna see my name everywhere because this train is gonna run everywhere. Kool Herc said, "You're gonna hear my music for blocks because I'm gonna build the biggest speakers." B-boys went out and made the pilgrimage because they wanted to know their names.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I believe personally that was a big reason why there were crew shirts, where you had your crew shirts and your name on it. Because when you went out, you wanted people to remember your name. Again, there was no internet. There was no internet. Everything was just word of mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was no cameras, none of that. So you wanted niggas to know who you were. You rock your crew shirt, or you just rocked a shirt that said your name.
It's funny because you see battles now and kids don't do that no more. They're gonna put their names on the back of the shirt, right?
Some crews don't hardly come uniformed.
Oh, that used to be a thing, man. That was to be a thing.
That's why when I was leading MZK, you know this, we always had to come uniform.
Yeah.
This is what we all rocking this day. We coming in as a crew. We going to war. This is like soldiers. When soldiers go to war, they don't wear whatever the hell they want to wear. They're all uniformed, so they could tell themselves from the enemy. You understand what I'm saying? And look polished and neat. And that's just a crew tradition. It's hip hop tradition. Cats don't do that no more.
No, they don't do that no more. They don't do that no more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at what point did you turn into battling? When did you become the battling Ness?
Immediately.
Okay, so you always been battling.
Immediately. We used to battle dance or dances. I was always a battler. I used to be party dancing, and if one of my friends tried to show out at a party, I would try to take him out. Battling is hip hop is battle culture.
Yeah, it is.
Basically.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm gonna rephrase it. I'm gonna rephrase it. When was the first time you started doing competition style battles?
I was 33 years old.
What?
The first competition I ever entered was Break Beats in the Bronx, December 11th, 1999.
1999. That was
It was Crazy Legs was also celebrating Frosty Freeze's birthday, and for the first time ever, instead of doing a one-on-one battle, Crazy Legs decided to do a 2-on-2. And I looked at FIFA 1 and I said, "Yo, we could win this."
Okay. So that was your first battle.
Years old. So the first competition I ever entered, I was 33 years old.
That's crazy.
Exactly. By the time I was in my mid-40s is when cats started throwing the dirty 30 battles. I must have been invited to every single one of them, and I laughed at them like, 30 30s? Who's in it? And where were them niggas when I was going to war against all these young cats? They got rockets up their asses. I ain't gonna enter no dirty 30 battle.
Damn, that must have hurt.
I don't want the old man props.
Damn. Yeah, you don't want the old man props. That's horrible. That's horrible.
Niggas out there know what the old man props is. It's our heroes, and it's sad because we like to see them. You know what I mean? I'm not dissing. I like to see whether they dope as they were back in the days or they super whack now. It's just dope to see our heroes try. But I didn't want the old man props.
I also see people giving B-girl props. We got to stop that, y'all. We got to stop that.
This is why I never was one to be bragging about my age. Like nowadays, I get disgusted. Like I be on social media and immediately they'll say, the first thing I'll read is not bad for 30-something years old or this and that. And I'm like, these niggas is already making excuses and trying to get
that's
the old
crazy.
man props before niggas even hit the play button.
For real.
I just scroll.
I met this B-boy that was 26, talk about he retired, and I looked at him and I'm like, what are you talking about? You retired get out of here. You're so stupid.
Before the generation before me, they used to retire at 18.
That's crazy.
17, 18 niggas is growing up. They getting jobs. They going to the army. They going to college. They doing girls. Like back in the days, you didn't see B-boys older than 18 years old.
Yeah. It was played out, right? Nobody wanted to do it. It's like, oh, you still doing that? You trash. Okay, so you get this contract with this company. You start doing shows. You start doing, you go on the cruise lines, doing the whole thing. You started. So you went to the Rocksteady. Was it a Rocksteady anniversary battle?
No, it was at the age of 33.
Yeah, when you were 33.
It was a little event
Okay,
Leg
it
used
was
to
an
throw
event.
once a month called Breakbeats.
Okay, so you did the battle. Did you guys win or lose? Okay, you won. All right, sorry. All right, you won. All right, y'all. He won. Y'all make some noise.
We won. We won.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
won.
You won.
It
You and
was a
Fever.
joint effort. Me
You
and
and Fever. Yo,
Yes.
Fever is like the legend, right? He was like the first celebrity b-boy. Can you talk to us a little bit about Fever for those people
Yo,
that don't know?
Fever One is there's footage of Fever when he was like 8 or 9, killing it on TV with Seattle Circuit Breakers. Like Fever was like, how could I explain it? Like how I look at El Nino.
Okay.
You see, El Nino was already a legend before he became a teenager.
Yeah, he was.
That was the type of nigga Fever was. You understand what I'm saying? If Fever would have came up in the internet generation like El Nino, Fever would be the hottest name out right now. You understand what I mean? But he just came up in a different generation. But I see that's the only way I could compare. I could explain Fever's journey. He was doing it that young, just like Pookie. You know, everybody knows him as El Nino. We know him as Lil Pookie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's Fever One is that type of G. You know what I'm saying?
And when was the first time you met Fever?
I met him once in Seattle. He was a little kid, but it wasn't like, yo, what's up? You know, I met all the Seattle.
In Seattle?
Yeah.
From New York? Well, what were you doing in Seattle?
Well, I toured Seattle with New York City Breakers.
Oh, shout out to New York City Breakers.
It was at the Tacoma Dome, 1986. I was showing Wifey the flyer today, as a matter of fact, coincidentally, because I still have that flyer. It was Sparky D with DJ Red Alert, Tita Rock, and Greg Nice. And then the crew that threw this event was called High Performance. The headline act was High Performance versus New York City Breakers. New York City Breakers, they wanted to battle New York City Breakers. Now, in Washington State, you had Tacoma and you had Seattle.
Yeah.
In Seattle, you had Seattle Circuit Breakers. They was like Seattle's version of New York City Breakers. While High Performance was like Washington's version of New York City Breakers, while High Performance was like Washington's version of Rocksteady.
Oh, that's wild.
They really wanted to be on, like everybody at those days, but they really wanted to focus on technical stuff.
Yeah. And so you flew out there just for the battle?
Yeah. I see.
What year was this?
1986.
What? Bro, I was 4 years old. What are you drinking right there, Ness? What are you drinking right there? What is that right there? Is that water?
Champagne.
Is that bubbly? Is that bubbly?
Champagne.
You're not driving tonight, are you?
No.
Okay, good, man. Drink up.
Yeah.
Cheers, man. Cheers. I'm drinking water though.
Thank you for asking, my brother. That was dope. Man, love.
Yeah. So okay. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down right now. So we're here. You're in Seattle. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. I'm gonna let you fast forward. So what happens next? You go to Seattle. This whole era. What happens next? That's pivotal to your experience.
Nothing.
Oh, great, y'all.
And I left Seattle.
Also, you lived in Seattle. You lived in Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh, so you lived there.
I left Seattle like 1986, and when I came back, I wasn't even trying to break.
Oh man. All right.
I wanted to go back, hit the streets, make my money, do my thing.
Okay, so we out here in the streets. So when did you come back to breaking, and why did you come back to breaking?
Okay, there was 2 moments.
Okay.
One main moment was 19...
Wait. All right, y'all. If you guys are liking this, please like the video. We're gonna get into a story time with Ness. All right, the first moment.
Okay, the first moment was July of 1994.
94? I was in middle school.
Yes. I had not broke in like 8 years.
That's crazy.
Since 86, right?
So when you say you didn't break, did you like nothing physically, or here and there you would throw a move at all?
Oh, what? You know what? I had a good friend. His name was Ralph Zastnik. When he first got his apartment, I saw a nice wood floor. I said, I'm going to bless your floor. And I did like 2 windmills and a backspin.
You had windmills, Ness? When did you first get windmills?
I always had windmills. My windmills are just
You didn't always have windmills.
I always had windmills. My windmills was just ugly, my nigga.
Okay, so when was
Everybody's
the first
windmill.
time you did two?
The first, I always just did two.
Oh. All right, we're gonna keep the story moving. Okay,
But yeah,
so
no. When I moved to Seattle and Tacoma, like windmills, everybody doing windmills at the same time was always part
oh
of it was always part of the routine. At the climactic end with little Jesse in the middle doing head spins. There were times where Jesse wasn't there to do the head spins. So I would just say, yo, could I do turtles in the middle? And they would say, yeah, just so I could get out of doing windmills. I never wanted to do windmills. Never liked windmills. I never liked
ooh,
my generation is the generation that started the power moves.
yeah.
The way I seen it was if I could do one windmill, if I could do one air track, then I don't need 100 air tracks. I don't need 100 windmills.
Mm.
You understand what I mean? I want it to be just like Frosty, different.
Yeah.
You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
okay.
So
Yeah, yeah,
then,
yeah.
so then, so then I once asked Sundance, going backwards now, back in like 83, 84 maybe, I once asked Sundance, why was Frosty so raw? Like, why does he look different than everybody? And he said, because all that shit you see Rocksteady do, that's that New Jack style. He's like, Frosty breaks like we used to break. And I was like, okay, so Frosty breaks one generation behind himself. So then I'm a third generation, then I want to break as a second generation B-boy.
Ah, and that's how it should be, almost like, right?
Right, exactly. I wanted to. So that's when I started studying like footwork for real. That's when you really start looking at legs and Kenny and a totally different way because their generation behind me, I don't want to break like my generation. I want to break like these niggas.
So what do you call that generation? Is it the golden era? What era would that be called?
I call which generation? Legs in them?
The legs in them.
Those are all second generation people.
So what do you call that? Like, is it the golden era? Because the platinum era would be like the first b boys, right?
Yeah, I
Okay,
would
so
say
then
I would say the golden era was the birth of the third generation, but the third generation was born because of what Rocksteady, New York City Breakers, Dynamic were doing. You understand what
oh,
I'm
okay,
saying?
okay,
So
okay.
I'm saying my generation was the golden era, but it was led by these guys. These guys was the ones that was making the noise, and everything we did, we wanted to get where they were.
Ooh, make some noise for the golden era, y'all, in the building. We are in the house. Okay, so you were trying to break like Frosty. Continue, please continue. Ooh, there you go. Cheers,
I
cheers,
wasn't trying
cheers.
to break like Frosty. I was just trying to look different.
Yeah, but with the same formula, the same concept, the same
Kind of, sort of.
feel.
I was never into like Frosty gets away with it because he's that dude. But I was never into the clown type of breaking.
Yeah. Okay, I
You
see, I
know,
see.
like there's a lot of b-boys out there that are comedic.
Yeah. I see
Never
that. I
was my
see
thing.
that.
I don't even like that shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, okay.
breaking to me
Hard
is
is
is a
raw.
hardcore dance. Outlaws, sticker kids, ghetto niggas used to do this, and
Yeah.
this is my vision of them. If niggas is trying to like be comical and act like Jerry Lee Lewis, and you know what I'm saying, like Jerry Lewis, or just be comical. To me, I'm not feeling that. It's a
Yeah. I
cornball.
feel that.
And
I feel
nowadays
that.
you couldn't. And nowadays you couldn't go to another neighborhood with that cornball shit. As soon as you started
Whoa,
that,
whoa.
as soon as you started with the comedy shit, nobody's gonna take you serious.
Yeah. No, I feel that. And you know what's another thing? I'm gonna include this on there, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but this is how I see the world. I don't never battle my friends for fun, and I think that you doing that, I, I, I only battled Casper
Niggas
one
battle for
time.
fun.
Yo, is that cool?
I never battle for fun.
Okay. So we're on the same page. I'm glad we agree. I'm glad we
Yeah, nah,
agree.
I don't battle for fun. I battle for me. I battle for me.
Okay.
I battle for
I
me and I battle for beef.
That's right. That's right. Ooh,
It
let's
was
talk
one
about
of the
beefs.
two. It
Let's talk
was
about
either
beefs.
beef, we had to get something off our chest, or I battle for meat. If I don't win, I don't eat. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started
Ooh.
entering contests. To be
Okay.
honest, because of the prize money.
Yeah. Ooh, you gotta get your paper, man. Cheers. Okay, so When was the
Oh,
first time you?
wait. And sometimes the trophy. It depends what the trophy looked like. I would enter just for the trophy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's this
Really?
funny story when King Uprock, ask King Uprock about this. The first time he threw a Dynasty Rockers anniversary, and I walked in the door, he said, "Yo, Ness, you gonna enter the battles?" He had the papers to sign up. And I was like, "Nah, I'm just here to support." And King Uprock goes, "Come here, I want to show you something." And he takes me all the way by the DJ and he showed me the trophy. And it was like a ill trophy. It was the first time I saw a B-boy on a regular trophy, like a bowling trophy
What?
or a baseball trophy, but it was a B-boy hitting flares. It was the first time I seen it. And I looked at the trophy and I said, "Sign me up."
Yo,
See, that
you
was
don't
the
really
moment where I
see.
didn't want to battle, but when I saw the trophy, I wanted the trophy. But normally I would
Ooh.
battle for the money.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever battled for peer pressure?
Huh?
Have you ever battled under peer pressure? Like you didn't want to battle, you end up battling?
Nah, I don't get peer pressure. The only person that
Okay.
gives me pressure is my girl, and I can't battle her, man.
Oh, yeah. Me neither, because I smoke my
It'd
girl.
be unfair. She's too dope.
Oh, no. Oh, you just made me look like a horrible boyfriend. Okay, well, MZK history, first breaking memory. We just talked about that. Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit, right? Because we're at the 42-minute mark. So let's fast forward a little bit. We're gonna
We've
talk
been
about
talking for 42 minutes already?
almost. Yeah. About 42 minutes and 40 seconds. Y'all make some noise. If you guys are watching this right now, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. We are gonna get Omar in here on Sunday. You guys don't play. Please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. MZK anniversary is going down in New York City. City battle. Oh, there you go. The art of battle.
That's all y'all gonna see from this point on.
Oh man, if you guys, how do they get a book?
They go to Instagram, BX Alien Ness at Instagram, and just hit the link on the bio, and you're gonna find what you're looking for. BX Alien Ness.
That's right, BX Alien X. I will put the description. I will put the link in the description if you guys are watching the replay of this, which this is gonna stay up. So y'all make some noise. That's right, we're gonna keep it up. I got my channel monetized again. I have a few strikes already, and we managed to have it.
I'll try to keep the curses down.
Oh yeah. No, it was in. All right, so let's talk about the MZK history, man. Let's talk about MZK a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So, where do we even start? All right, I want to go back, and I'm gonna skip through the whole Zulu history because this is not a Zulu history lesson. We're gonna start from '99, right? We're gonna move forward from '99.
Right.
I want you to talk to us about when you became a president of the Mighty Zulu Kings, and how did that come about? How did you get grandfathered in?
Well, actually, back in 95, 96, I was given my Zulu kingship. Zulu King Ness, right? And because I was a B-boy, I was like, this is all good, but I don't want to be a chapter leader. What I want, though, if I'm going to be Zulu King, I want to represent Zulu Kings, the B-boy, not this hierarchy that y'all got. Because to me, the original Zulu Kings was B-boys. So if y'all going to give me this title, I want to represent those niggas. I want to represent the Charlie Rocks, the Keiths, the Robbie Rob, the Jazzy Jays. You know what I'm saying? and that happened. So I was Zulu King in Zulu Kings, representing Zulu Kings as a B-boy since like 94, 95. And I wasn't the first, you know, rock. There was a era around 82 where it was Rocksteady Zulu Kings. That was their name. They was rocking shirts. They didn't say Rocksteady Crew. It said Rocksteady Zulu Kings. You know, and to his dying day, Frosty Freeze always signed everything. Freeze to please, Frosty Freeze to please, Rocksteady Zulu King. He never stopped representing Zulu Kings.
Okay. So, but by the time you got it, and by the time you started resurrecting it, nobody else was attached to it. By that point, it was already dropped.
No, yeah. Nobody was really repping it. The only two people that would actually represent Rocksteady Zulu Kings or Zulu Kings, in my opinion, that was repping it hard and throwing it out there all the time was Frosty Freeze and Mr. Wiggles. Those were the only two that I felt was really representing Zulu Kings, the B-boys, and shouting it out and claiming it as crew. But at that time, you got to remember, and myself, but at that time, you got to remember that it was just an honorary thing.
It wasn't official. It wasn't
official. There wasn't no Zulu Kings crew. You know, we just got that official title, and it's like an honorary representation of this. You know what I'm saying?
Shout outs to Mr. Freeze and representing the real Rocksteady taking out these toys. The unofficial official,
yo, shout out to Mr. Freeze. That's my heart.
Yeah, I love Freeze, y'all.
I love that.
Make some noise for Freeze, y'all. Make some noise for Freeze. Hold on, let's give him a round of applause. I gotta get him back on the channel. The last time he was on the channel, it got really wavy. So I think it's been a good amount of time. So I think we should have him back on, man. We should get him back on. All right, so you take over the crew.
Yeah, it happened November 1st of the year 2000.
Okay, in 2000 is when you made it official.
I was in Seattle.
Yeah, you made it official. That's
Bambaataa made it official. We was in Seattle, and he told me that I should start my own crew. And I said, you know, at this late in the game, you know, and you represented New York City at one point, and then New York City Breakers at one point, and then represented Rocksteady Crew at one point.
Oh, wait! You just all right. Let's rewind. Let's rewind. We're gonna come back to this. We got to really touch on this because I'm skipping through questions because at this point we're just having a conversation. But that was one of the How did you get into Rocksteady Crew?
Well, I always wanted to be Rocksteady Crew. There wasn't really a cat in my generation who didn't want to be down with Rocksteady.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah. If niggas didn't hate on Rocksteady Crew, all they want. They can say whatever they want, but if somebody walked up to them in those days and said, "Yo, we need a new member of Rocksteady Crew," whoever it was that was told that, they'd go to Rocksteady Crew, so they could stop fronting. Everybody wanted to be Rocksteady Crew because that was the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
You know, when you're the top of the food chain, everybody want to be down with you. You should know UMZK.
No, that's true. That's true. So when you got down with Rocksteady Crew, how did that happen?
That was 99. Well,
that was in 99.
Well, what happened was...
Wait. If Zulu King happened in 2000, you were only down for a year?
I was down to 2 years, actually, or something like that. I kept getting kicked in and out. And that's why I was given Zulu Kings.
Wow.
On some real shit, I'm just throw it out there. Truth is truth. It's not shots fired. I'm just being open and honest. Bambaataa said, you got to stop letting that dude from that other crew toss you back and forth like a yo-yo. He said, you got your own name. You should start your own shit. And I'm like, yo, after names like New York City Breakers and Rocksteady Crew, I'm like, where do I go from there? I'm not going to start nothing new. And right there, he said, well, I just give you Zulu Kings, and you take it from there. I give you that name, and you take it from there. And from that moment on, it was a wrap.
So obviously that came with some energy. You got pumped. You got pumped. So when that happened, and by this time, you've been traveling. So you've already connected a couple of people that you were.
And I traveled with Rocksteady. So because of Rocksteady and because of Legs, you know, I had a little name going on. You know, where people would normally not know who the hell I was.
Okay, let's not. So when you got down with Rocksteady, how did that feel? How did that feel? Did you
Dope,
did you want to make a shirt
dope,
right away, go to represent?
dope. Yeah, yeah.
That's
Dope.
fresh. That's
For real.
fresh. Yo,
Dope.
yo,
It was like,
Rocksteady's legendary.
yeah, my nigga. Come on, man.
Yo, Rocksteady is legendary, man. Shout out
That
to the
name
Rocksteady
is
crew.
that name is that name. No matter how you try to slice the pie, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
No matter how you try to slice the pie, it don't matter if there's a couple of rotten ingredients. The pie is still the pie.
Damn, shots taken. All right, so we could probably get over. All right, so you got down to Rocksteady, you got kicked out of Rocksteady, and then Bambaataa came in. He goes, "Yo, take over Zulu Kings." You got Zulu Kings. What is your game plan? What is your game plan? Did you have a game plan, or were you just like, "Yo, we're just running with it"?
I had a game plan from the minute he said that. I already envisioned it. I already envisioned it, and I started with one crew on the East Coast and one crew on the West Coast.
Like like chapters.
Yep.
Now, did you model that after the Zulu Nation and how they had chapters?
Yeah. I said,
Okay,
you know
okay.
what? I'm gonna take Zulu Kings, but I said I'm not gonna do a small local crew. I explained to Bam, I'm gonna do Zulu Kings chapters all over the world, just like you got Zulu Nation chapters. And then I'm like, and now you don't gotta travel with B-boys no more, Bam. No matter what country you go into a city, you can say, yo, Ness, I'm going to this country. I need some B-boys. Okay, I'm gonna have Zulu Kings on deck. That was my original vision. Or any artist that I know that's traveling, yo, I got B-boys on deck. You understand what I'm saying?
I have a question. I know everybody's thinking this too, so I'm just gonna get out the way. When you got Zulu Kings, when you started creating your own ecosystem within your own group of friends, did the Zulu Nation have any involvement in what you were doing?
No,
or
not
were you
at
just
all.
doing?
All they gave me was hate.
Okay.
By the third month, they tried to take Zulu Kings away from me.
So why? What happened in those 3 months?
Because of egos, and I'm gonna explain to you. Because Zulu Kings, the B-boys, wasn't really out there no more. The word Zulu Kings became a title and a status symbol in this hierarchy of this big nation. So, and I understood it. Like me, I was down with Zulu since 1983. I didn't get my kingship till 95. Like, some cats put in work before they could get that title, Zulu King. So I understood these cats being salty, like, yo, we put in all this work and we do that. And Ness is getting niggas and just making them Zulu Kings. And what they didn't understand, what they failed to recognize is that nobody in MZK ever referred to themselves as a Zulu King.
No.
You never said, I'm Zulu King Smurf.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Taekwon never said he was Zulu King Taekwon. We never used the title like they used it. We all said, this is Smurf representing Zulu Kings. That's Taekwon, I represent Zulu Kings. I'm Ness, I represent Zulu Kings. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was an ego thing, you know, and they try to pull their little cards. And I thought my mission, by that time I wasn't that big. You know, it's only been 3 months. When we had that first big meeting, it was actually in Puerto Rico around my birthday in March. So this is 2001, March 2001.
Okay. So, all right, let's slow it. We gotta slow it down.
And,
so you get the name.
This is important.
Okay.
So I felt at that time of all the drama, and then they try to pull Africa Islam owns the copyrights to the name. So then I'm like, okay, they're gonna try to play dirty. I know Little Lord too. That's when I changed the name of the whole crew. Changed the S. All I did was change the S to a Z. I decided to change the way we write Queens.
With the K.
And I added what was important to me, what I felt was missing from Zulu Nation, and I was the mighty. See, Zulu Nation has gone through a lot of manifestations. So it was the Zulu Nation, then it was the mighty Zulu Nation, then it was the almighty Zulu Nation, then it was the universal Zulu Nation. This is in the era of the universal Zulu Nation, and I just felt that the essence of my time, when I was mighty Zulu King, Mighty Zulu Nation. I felt that essence was gone, so I decided to bring back the mighty. So then it became Mighty Zulu Kings worldwide.
Ooh.
You
Okay.
understand? So you could, you know what you could do with your little copyrights now.
Ooh. So we basically bootlegged the name. Make some noise, y'all. Make some
No.
noise.
We didn't
Oh.
bootleg
Oh.
it. I told them
Oh.
I'm taking it. They knew what I was
Oh.
doing. Wait. In theory, I'm just the chapter leader. I have to report to the World Council. I was never shady or sneaky about anything. That's not my style. Unless we
Yeah.
go into war. If we on some real war shit, I'm gonna be the shadiest, most Machiavellian nigga out there. But this is my nation. Everything was on the up and open. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Everything they throw, I'm the loophole king. So no matter what you put on the table, I'm gonna find the loophole and I'm gonna say, okay, so this is what I'm gonna do, and this is what I'm gonna do, and they was okay with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I took it and ran with it. They was okay. They knew what I was doing. They let me build it. That was the first time they tried to take it from me.
That was 3 months in.
Yeah.
So it hasn't even been half a year, and it's already drama. It's like everywhere you go, there's drama. That's crazy.
That's why the first Rusty Shank video was called Drama.
Oh, that's right, y'all. Shout outs to Ness, man. Cheer.
Right. Then the second time they tried to take Zulu Nation, Mighty Zulu Kings from me, I'm gonna put this out here, is because I refuse to let anybody turn my crew into an ATM machine.
Ooh.
So there's one thing that I'll always take pride of, and a lot of chapter leaders don't subscribe to this, and I understand why, but there's one thing I never did was charge my members dues.
That's facts.
Never charge my member dues. Every member Zulu Nation chat, and that's not. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I'm in the motorcycle club. I pay dues like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. For me, I had a different vision.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And my vision was not about your little dues. I'm not trying to ask these niggas for money. I'm trying to teach these niggas how to make money. These is hood cats that could be, you know, robbing somebody or selling drugs or doing drugs. You know what I'm saying? But they've got talent. So it's like, come with me if you want to live. I'm gonna show you how to come up. But how's it gonna look if I'm telling you I'm gonna teach you how to come up, but then I'm charging you? You feel me?
Yeah.
Nah, this ain't no pyramid scam. So that was another beef they had. And that's why they try to take it from me, because really, all they really saw when they looked at Zulu Kings, they had an ill squad. They could have been proud of us. They could have they could have really stuck behind us. I'm talking about the council. I'm not talking about Zulu Nation. Zulu Nation always showed me love. I'm talking about the hierarchy at that period of time that was running the show. All they saw was 200 plus members at $25 a head. Ching, 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 ching. You understand what I'm saying? And no, it's not like that. If anything, and I will say this, you could say shots fired. I think at that time, MZK is the reason why Zulu Nation's population increased. Because so many cats wanted to be MZK. So many cats wanted to be MZK. When they couldn't get down with MZK, the next best thing was be Zulu Nation.
Yo, hey, you know what? I'm gonna even take it a step further. Even us that we were MZK. Once we were done with MZK, we made it a point to go and reach out to our local chapter and become a part of that.
Yeah,
and we paid dues too. So we did.
Part of, you remember that? That was part of MZK. Yeah, we got Zulu Kings here. We got Zulu Queens here. But check it out. We're still part of Zulu Nation, so you got to go check your local chapter. You got to check in. You know what I'm saying?
You had to pay your dues.
We're still a part of the whole at the end of the day. Regardless of how I feel about the way things are being run, we still part of the whole. You know what I'm saying? And I know at that time, a lot of people used to be like, well, if you don't like certain things so much, why don't you just quit or leave? And I used to be like, nah, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to be the thorn in your side. You quit. You leave. This is my shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going to quit just because I don't like a couple of things, because at the end of the day, this is who I am. I can't quit being who I am.
Yeah. Okay, so they try to take away MZK 2 times from you. That's crazy. It only just shows what type of revolutionary you were of putting people together. I think you have a gift of bringing people together, and I think that yeah, I think that's beautiful. But let's get down to the business, man. So you got this crew. Who did you put down first? Who was the first person you looked at and said, "Yo, we're doing this"?
Cream.
Okay, okay,
But
okay, Cream.
Cream Monk was already a Zulu chapter leader, stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? He was always b-boying. He was always chilling with me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm taking in Cream and Ready to Rock.
Ooh, okay. So Cream and Ready to Rock. When you say Ready to Rock, we're talking about Floor Phantom.
Floor Phantom, Poison Dragon. I'm talking about Ready to Rock, Ready to Rock.
Oh. Okay, you're talking
Poison
about Ready to Rock, Ready to
Dragon.
Rock.
You know what I'm saying? White Monkey. I'm talking about Ready to Rock. They was
So
the
they,
first. They was the first crew under Zulu Kings. Remember, I said 2 crews, one on the west, one on the east.
yeah.
I had Ready to Rock on the east coast. I had Flexible Flav on the west coast, and with those 2 crews, I had the game locked.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about the Flexible Flav days. Machine,
Yes,
Ajax, Abe.
yes.
How did that go down?
Um, I was judging a competition in Arizona,
Okay.
and Flexible Flav was there to enter. And Abe came to me respectfully. And same question people ask, hey, what are you looking for? You understand what I'm
What do you mean?
saying?
As far as the crew?
No, like when people enter a contest and they see a
Oh,
judge and
okay,
they
okay,
like,
okay, okay,
yo,
okay, okay.
I'm in the contest, and I know you judging. Can you tell me what it is you're looking for when you're judging? Like, I hate that
Come
question because
on,
we all know what
man.
we gotta do. Every time somebody asks me that question, I tell them the same thing. I'm looking for the winner.
Ooh,
I'm
make
looking for the
some.
winner. I'm not gonna sit there and say, well, I want to see top rock and musicality and be all around. Like we all know this already. Like I'm looking for the winner,
Ah.
and the winner's gonna be obvious. It's the cat that's gonna come there. And he's gonna be, or they're gonna be fire from beginning to end. They're gonna have that crazy arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be obvious who the winner is.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you met him, he asked you for some pointers, and what, you guys became cool after that? You
No, I saw them. I saw them battle, and I was really impressed because Abe was on the same shit I was.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
And with Abe, it was natural.
Mm.
The art of battle, the
Mm.
whole art of battle, how to
So
go to a
Abe has
battle, how to
some
win.
strategic
Yeah,
battling skills.
Abe was a strategic general type nigga, and he had that long before he met. And I saw
Mm.
that, and I'm like, these guys are on the same vibe as me. Now, so if I can't get Ready to Rock to be contest niggas, then you know what? Then yeah, I got my cipher niggas, but over here I'm gonna have my contest niggas, and I can do what
Mm.
I do with these niggas. You understand what I'm saying? And from there on, it was a wrap. Then I had Flexible Flav down.
Mm. Okay, so I still want to. So you saw them battle. So did you ask them to represent, and did you make any one of them
Yeah,
the shot
I asked
caller?
them. I
You
asked
asked
them.
them. Okay,
Yeah,
and who did you ask first? Abe,
yeah. No, I
and
asked the
then
whole crew. We was all chilling together. The only one that wasn't even there was Machine.
okay, so it was
And
Abe, and who else was there?
even back then, uh, uh, Abe, um, that guy, that DAT,
Okay,
Rich, Ajax,
Ajax.
and I can't remember who else, but I know it was Abe, Ajax. Oh, there was this dude. He was down with us. I forgot his name. He had moved to Seattle and joined Massive Monkeys. He was like my brother. Damn.
Oh,
I forgot his name. This is bad. This is real. Oh, Chad. Chad.
Chad. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So it was Abe, Chad, Ajax, Machine, that guy, Rich. That was the squad. And then Emiko
Mm.
came after
And Miko.
from Japan.
Okay. Okay.
She
So
was
that was
down
your
with Flexible Flav for a while.
that was your Flexible Flav. Did the Ready to Rock guys ever communicate with the Flexible Flav guys on their own?
Nope,
Okay.
nope.
Okay. So
The
that
whole,
okay.
the whole tying in everybody together didn't happen until Taekwon and those Ohio cats got down.
Okay. Okay. So let's move on to that. So you put these two guys down. And it was so where you guys were entering battles at that time? What or was it like a we're just family type thing?
Well, I was always entering back. Well, even in those days, being down with Zulu Kings was just an honorary thing.
Okay, so it wasn't like officially where everybody's representing a crew.
Right. Who's that? Oh, right, right. Oh, what time is it? Oh
I
shit, I'm
know.
being too loud. Hello?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think I'm
yeah.
being too loud.
Okay, okay. We're good. 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. All right, all
No,
right, all
but
right.
quiet time is from 10 o'clock. Quiet time is nah, we good, we good, we good.
You in the West Coast, right? It's 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, all right. Well, we won't take up too much of your time. I know you're on vacation, man. We really appreciate you for being with us, everybody. If you guys are watching this right now, please like the
Nah,
video.
we
Please
good, we
subscribe
good,
to the
we good.
channel. Please subscribe to the channel. It is
And
easy and it is free.
so yeah, so that's what happened. And then I had my little honorary cats here and there, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But it
Okay.
wasn't until
Oh, 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 oh. It's all good. It's all good. If you enjoy the content and you would like to help the channel further, you can become a channel member and be part of the Chat Steady Kings. It's only $2.99 a month, and this helps with keeping the channel alive and well. Most of the videos get a copyright claim, so the only way we can survive is through the channel members and super chats. That's right. If you want me to watch a battle, the best way to get my attention is through a super chat. Thank you all in advance. And now, let's get back to the show. Is that the FBI? Is that the FBI?
Huh?
Is that the
Man,
police?
FBI don't knock on my door. They don't have to. They know everything going on.
Okay. Okay, so Taekwon gets down. Sorry guys, I know you guys are watching this. Please like the video. So Taekwon gets down.
He didn't get down alone. I put down a few members of his crew.
So he was from Ohio. So how did you bump into him? In Ohio?
I was judging and teaching in Ohio, and Taekwon, Vix, and another guy whose name doesn't have to be mentioned took my workshop and entered the battles.
Okay. It's a 3-on-3 battle.
Yes.
You enjoyed watching them break?
Yeah. I enjoyed it very, very much. And they were really at organizing. Routines, commandos, stuff like that. Like everything I taught, basically everything I taught at the workshop the day before, they were able to go back to their hotel room and implement it in what they were going to do the next day. And then at that moment, I was like, these are the types of cats I need. Because if I'm going to move forward into this battle circuit and I'm going to do it with MZK, I'm going to need cats like Flexible Flav, like Taekwon and these niggas, what I just saw. Cats that could pick up shit today and knock it out the park tomorrow. Maybe even have to learn it that morning and knock it out the park the next afternoon. So that's what I saw in them. The ability to learn something, pick it up, implement it, and make it work.
Yeah. So they weren't down with Ready to Rock at this time?
No.
Okay. All right, so you go meet Taekwon, you meet, and so what happens? Is there a conversation that happens, or does Taekwon naturally just starts trying to bring everybody together?
No, Taekwon did really good at reaching people out, and then I really liked how intelligent he was and how focused he was, and I knew I needed somebody to help me, like a VP, so I gave him a simple task and see what he did with it. And I said, yo, just put together MySpace page just for MZK. Don't add no friends, no nothing. Everybody on that MySpace has to be a member of MZK. Make it an MZK MySpace page.
Right.
He did that. And just seeing him reaching out and connecting and finding people, I was like, see, this is the type of nigga I need. And Havoc was good at that too.
Okay, so
Yeah, like
Havoc is
if you wanted to add mad before Taekwon put together the page, probably Taekwon did this too. But if you wanted to find mad Zulu Kings people, you probably just go to DJ Havoc's, friends list and
yeah,
find
yeah.
that crew. Because as soon as he found out I would put people down, he'd find them on MySpace and put them down.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. 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 So you put down Ohio. Is Taekwon able to connect the ready to raw guys with the flexible Flav guys? Did that ever happen? Did they ever make a
No,
connection? And
because by that time, Flexible Flav was already no longer like
really doing
MZK
it.
no more. They
So why
wasn't
did
really
Machine?
doing it like that. And
So why did
Machine,
Machine represent it for so long?
what? Because well, what happened was when Machine and Flexible Flav had their misunderstanding, and Machine got out that crew. Like Flexible Flav really expected me to kick out Machine.
Mm.
And by that time, he's my son. He's my student. He's my protege. I'm not kicking him out just because y'all got beef with him. Y'all just don't gotta fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not making y'all fucking slow dance together, but don't expect me to kick him out of his crew. He's doing his own thing. He doesn't affect you. You don't affect him. Cats
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
grow up sometimes. Look, I've had beef with every member of MZK.
That's true. That's true. And do you
I've never
is
kicked
that
nobody out the crew. I never try to turn the crew against anybody. That's not really my thing.
yeah? So is that what is the is it because you got kicked out and you know how that feels and you don't want to do that to somebody else, or do you feel like that wasn't fair that happened to you, so now you don't
All
want to
the
put
reasons, all
nobody?
those same reasons, all those same
Okay.
reasons. I
Okay.
don't feel that there's a saying, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Right. Right.
So
Right. Right.
just because I'm the president, I'm mad at somebody, that's me abusing my power to say, you ain't down no more. And then make
Yeah.
everybody accept the fact that I don't want him. That's corny, man.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
let
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
other cats. I'm not even gonna say names. They probably hear this. They're gonna know who they are exactly. That's that corny.
Oh. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that
That is
corny shit.
corny.
You breaking up a family.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Yeah.
understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, since when does the parents spank one child and send them to his room, but then tell or kick him out the house and then tell the other kids, don't talk to your brother?
Yeah. No,
That's some
true
corny
story.
stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
like personal beef is personal beef. It shouldn't have to do nothing with the crew.
Yeah. 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 Okay, so you get flexible flavor. They kind of disappear. So the older ready to rock guys, they start backing up too, right? Because obviously, when did I come into the? I came into the picture in '05. I met you in '05. Let's talk about me meeting you, and then try to connect between what happened
I
between
met
when.
you in Japan.
Yeah. Okay, so we met in Japan.
Yeah. And that's when I found out you was a graffiti writer, and I put you down. You was the first graffiti writer for MZK.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
Okay.
know you was a b-boy. I just thought you was a graffiti writer and Smurfs, how do I say it, chaperone. I mean Casper's chaperone. Because Casper
Yeah,
was
yeah,
young at those days. He needed a chaperone to travel, and obviously that was you. So I didn't know you was a b-boy like that. I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah,
this is a dope graffiti writer. I need this element in MZK. You understand what I mean? You was really the first graffiti writer down. And you started the graffiti chapter.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Shout out
True
to Smurf.
story.
Time to give you your flowers. Niggas should know.
Okay, so at that when on that trip is that's the first time I met Katsu as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So
You know what's funny?
how did that happen?
You know what's funny is the funny part is that I was supposed to judge that battle.
Ah,
And Katsu won a qualification at another event to come there. But his partner never made the plan. So the night
oh,
before, 2 nights before the battle, the promoter came to me and told me the situation with Katsu. And I'm like, well, then he can battle. I said, tell him to find somebody. There's plenty of people out there. She's like, that's the problem. He wants to battle with you. And I'm like, but
what?
yeah. And I'm like, I'm judging though. And she's like, well, this is why I'm here. She's like, honestly, it's dope to have you here. But she said, this is my event. I would rather have Alien Ness battle at my event than just have Alien Ness judging my event. She's like, I know you because of the
Oh,
battles.
oh, that's Maki. You talking about Maki?
Yes, yes. So
Okay, 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 okay.
and then she said, and I already have a judge, and I will still give you what I offered you to come out here and judge.
Oh,
So I was
make
like,
some noise for that.
yeah. Like Maki kept it real, and what was dope about that is that that was like the first time somebody ever like really gave me my flowers as a battler. Like her
Ah,
whole reason for liking me was because I was like that ill crazy battle nigga. Me and Fever and me and Lady Jules, and that's what she came up seeing. So she was like, "I'd rather have that at my event than have you sitting behind a table doing nothing all
oh, that's
day."
fresh.
Right.
So was Katsu down with MZK before that, or that's
Oh
when you put him
yeah.
down?
Cause
Okay,
yes,
so how
cause
did he get
Katsu,
down?
cause he was down with he got down when I put down Fresh Socks. Cause Katsu was always part of Fresh
Oh,
Socks.
so Ryu was down before Katsu?
Who?
RYU. I don't know how you pronounce his name.
No,
R.
no, 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 no.
Okay, okay. So wait,
Katsu was
you talking
down
about
first.
Dragon? You talking about
Katsu,
Dragon?
no, Katsu built Katsu kind of built everything in Japan. Um, this guy, um, the shadow, the shadow warrior.
Who bounce?
Bounce. Bounce tried to put an MZK chapter, but I didn't a Zulu Kings chapter out there. But I really wasn't crazy about how he was doing it. And afterwards,
Um,
I regretted not letting him do it because them niggas blew up
yeah,
afterwards. Like, Big Foundation. Them niggas went on and blew up. But I just think there was like I was already in kind of like hot mess with MZK on a whole. Because even MZK niggas was mad at me that I was putting niggas down without talking to MZK.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that was a
yeah.
lesson I had to learn too. That I learned from MZK and stuff. And that's when I said, okay, from now on, anybody got to get down, the whole crew got to want him. If one man says no, then it's no. You feel me?
Yeah. Okay, so you're battling in Japan with Katsu. Katsu. So how did Katsu get down? Oh, that's right. You. How did you meet Katsu? Did you see him in person first, or was this through the internet?
Oh, I seen him in person first. I never used to like watching b-boys on the internet. To this day, I
Okay.
still don't like watching videos. Like people
Okay.
always send me their videos. If you out there and you're thinking of sending me your video, don't bother. I don't watch videos, and it's not like don't take it like I'll watch something here and there, but I could only watch so much. I never was into watching people's videos. I was a competing b-boy. I didn't want nobody to influence me. I didn't want nobody to scare me. So I
Yeah.
never used to watch nobody's videos for those two reasons. I didn't want nobody to influence me, and I didn't want nobody to scare me. Because I tried to watch videos and then look and then was shook and was like it affected me. You know, like I knew if I ever had to face this person, I'm not gonna be Rusty Shank because I've
Yeah. Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So I used to try to stay away from watching videos and stuff like that.
Mm.
I watch Katsu live.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, right? Because I think that when I got down, that was around that time. And as far as for my experience, the next biggest pivot or the next biggest thing that happened to the crew was Freestyle Session,
2007.
2007. So talk to us about Freestyle Session 2007.
Well, what happened was I was on this website called bboyworld.com,
Uh huh.
and at that time I noticed that there was always this b-boy world team or this team. Promoters was putting together teams with a lot of different b-boys, and I realized that a lot of these different b-boys, even though they were from different places, they're scooping up MZK. You understand what I'm saying? They scooping up MZK niggas. So I
Yeah.
just kind of got on the internet and kind of threw it out there like, yo, we the shit. Instead of trying to make your website crew, why don't you just hire MZK? Fly in MZK to
Mm.
battle. We the illest niggas out there. And somebody made a dumb remark and was like, well, if y'all so dope, let's see y'all win freestyle session.
Oh, do
And
you
I picked
remember
up the
who that
phone.
was?
No, some faceless
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
internet
Some
cat,
troll, some troll.
but when I read that, I'm like, I'm gonna enter freestyle session. And I
Yeah.
looked at the game at that time, and I said, "We're gonna enter freestyle session, and we're gonna win this shit." And
Ooh.
and even K-Mel, up until the very last minute, K-Mel had doubts. K-Mel didn't even want to battle with us. I kept telling him, K-Mel, I'm telling you. I kept telling Casper, yo, Cass, you're battling with the
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
crew.
yeah, yeah.
I kept telling Machine, you're battling with the wrong crew. Niggas did not want to hear me out. K-Mel was the only one that was smart enough to ask me, yo, Ness, why do you think we could win? Out of all them niggas, Casper didn't ask me why I thought I could win. Machine didn't ask me why I thought I could win. But K-Mel asked me why I thought we could win. And I told them, because right now, if you look at the game, everybody is trying to dance the way we dance naturally. The whole foundation, footwork, all that stuff is coming back into play. And
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is what
yeah.
niggas is trying to do right now. And this is what we do naturally. And in those conditions, there's no way you could beat somebody at their own game.
Mm.
Let's keep it real.
Yo.
In that battle, everybody was trying to break the way we break naturally.
That's true. That's true. That's
It's the
true.
reason why
Wow.
we beat gamblers.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because gamblers
Wow.
was trying to bring the footworks and the routines and the commandos, but they couldn't do it like us. And then with Ready to Rock, we added that rocking element. And I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go out on a limb like this. I ain't never seen no b-boy crew go to a b-boy event, a b-boy competition, and do rocking routines in every
Yeah,
single round.
yeah.
Like,
That was.
like niggas was doing cheerleading routines and trying to build pyramids to
Yeah,
throw
yeah, yeah.
somebody over or holding one guy's hand while he does a million freezes. To me, there's nothing rhythmical about that. Let's
Yeah, yeah,
bring that
yeah.
rocking out. And we already had that outlaw image, so the rocking was going to be perfect. So we brought that into the element. Shout outs to
Ooh.
Ready to Rock because they put that
Yeah,
element
yeah,
into
yeah.
MUK,
Yeah,
and we
yeah, yeah.
decided to mix it hard body. Like
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
body,
yeah.
hard body. And
Yup,
we blew
yup,
it up. And that's why
yup,
we won.
yup. That was a perfect formula. Yo, shout outs to Manny Fernandez. Just donated $49 to the super chats. Y'all make some noise to
That's
Manny,
dope.
y'all. That's right, y'all. Shout outs to Manny,
Actually,
man.
49.99. 49.99.
49.99.
Yo, Manny
40.
Fernandez is one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, mine too. Mine too. Shout outs to him, man. He's always supporting the channel. I think I've gotten
Yes, sir.
money 2 times this year, and it was all Manny. So shout outs to Manny, man. For real, for real. And
Salute back to
okay,
you, Manny.
we're gonna start skipping through this because we're running out of time, and I am gonna get through some of these questions that I got going on. All right, I was gonna talk about beefs, but we're gonna skip with that.
You can talk
How
about
important?
beats.
How important are beefs in breaking? And these
I
are all
think
hot
I think
takes.
they kept I think they keep us on our toes. I think as long as it doesn't get taken to the next level, the beef is good. The
Okay,
beef kept
okay.
me on my toes. The beef made me. I just had this conversation with Samo at B Boy Summit this weekend. Like I
Mm.
was telling Samo, I miss the days where even in my own city, I walked in the jam, and the second I walked in, somebody's throwing a cock at me. Like, damn, I hate this. You know what I mean? Like I was like I missed that heated element. Like I don't like these niggas. Let's go over there and battle these cats. You understand what I'm saying? I think let's not say beefs because it might be taken personally. I think the rivalry is important.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You need that rival.
Rivalry,
Like like
rivalry.
like there wouldn't be no Joker if there wasn't a Batman, and there wouldn't be a Batman if there wasn't a Joker.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You understand what I mean? Like every hero has his anti-hero, and everybody's got their rival. If this is a warrior sport, this is like Tyson said, this is a gladiator sport. So if this
Ooh.
is a sport of going head to head with cats and winning, beating people, you're always gonna have rivals. You're always gonna have haters, and all that is good. You know when I started falling off of my breaking, my dude? When I realized how much love I was getting all over the world.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm going to Russia and stepping out on stage and people calling my name, Alien Ness, and it's not even a b-boy event. I'm there with the Jizza. You understand what I'm saying? Like when I saw how much love I had, it was hard for me to start being that dick again, because I was that dick because I wasn't getting the love.
All right. All
So
right.
so
Yeah,
the
yeah,
more
yeah.
love I
That's
got,
true. That's true.
like Phantom was the first one to see it and call me on it. He was like, "Yo, Ness, you losing your edge. Nobody hates you no more. You getting comfortable." He put it out there.
Yo,
This
shout outs
was
to
when I
Four
was
Phantom,
living in
y'all.
Europe. This was when I was living in Europe and I was traveling hard body. I didn't wanna battle no more. Like I kind of like getting along with everybody.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
getting along. Yeah, I started going to events to hang out with people.
Well, your role changes, right? You have to evolve
Yeah,
into different roles in your career.
yeah. Well, you know what? Everything. It's like the phases of a moon. You know,
Yeah.
you got the quarter moon, your crescent moon. You know, we all go through certain phases, and in this career, and in the breaking career, those are part of my phases. I had to be that hardcore asshole. Enemies with everybody. Remember, enemies with everybody.
Yup. Yup.
You remember that concept.
Yup.
Now it's bridge the gap. You
Yeah,
see,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. That's
it's like
crazy. That's
SC. It's like MZK completely. Like we have all taken a toll. You know, a different toll. And I hate to say it, but truth is truth. Now, what I say this respectfully because I'm not the president of MZK. I'm not calling the shots. I'm not doing anything. I say this as a shout out to Taekwon. Right now, MZK is about and doing everything that all these other old school crews should be doing.
Yup. Yup.
The only person that I feel respectfully that comes close to that is Kid Glide. You know what I mean?
Mm.
With not just keeping dynamic alive, but the whole outreach
Yeah.
and community things going on. Like I think Taekwon and MZK and Glide and his kids Breaking League and his people are doing what all these old school B-boy crews should have been doing. All these legendary crews. They want to call themselves legendary and get salty because niggas don't acknowledge them. You know what? We've been acknowledging you since the 80s, my nigga. How about you start acknowledging some of these young bucks that's coming up and putting
Yeah.
them on? You understand what I mean? Like nowadays, when there's big name crews out there, but you don't see those big name crews. You see that one name.
That's true.
That's not MZK. You don't hear MZK but see Alien Ness, or you don't hear MZK and see Taekwon. You see MZK and the next generation of MZK and the next generation of MZK. This is why a lot of crews fell off because they only worried about themselves and their image. Once they grow up and they're not breaking no more and they got that job and they're raising their families or they blow up on their own, they don't really care about the crew. So the crew falls off. In MZK, everybody got to bring in a protege.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True
Everybody got to
story.
bring in somebody. I want my grandchildren to be MZK fans. You feel me? So, because for me, the longevity of the crew is more important than anything that I could do with the name of the crew.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want to be long and gone and my great grandchildren supporting MZK. That's
Mm.
how it should be.
And it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen. We got Zon in the chats. I don't know if this will be seen, but I got a question for Ness. I stay replaying the IBE 2008, and two exchanges stand out to me. One between you and Kazuhiro, and one between you and B-Boy you.
What happened with Katsuhiro? For starters, I want to put this out there. I'm a big fan of Katsuhiro. Always was. Like when we got there, I asked Katsu to introduce me to Katsuhiro. I was on some groupie shit because I thought he was the illest footwork nigga out there, not just in Japan, out of like a lot of niggas. He was the only one really putting it down and showing real footwork, right? And I was amped to meet him. And then when I met him, he said, I'm the alien Ness of Japan. And that kind of like changed everything. Like, no, nigga, I'm the alien Ness of Japan. I'm the alien Ness of everywhere. You are not the alien Ness of Japan. Just because you got some footwork don't make you alien Ness. Alien Ness is a battler. And that's what I did. I bought the battle and I kept reminding him, this is Alien Ness. This is Alien Ness. But it wasn't no beefs or nothing like that. It's just raw, aggressive battle styling. A lot of
Yeah.
people will think I got beefs because I might want to make it look like that. If I think that I got to make you a little bit shook to win the battle, then I'm going to do what I got to do. I've done it before. Like, try to scare niggas into losing the battle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Tactic is
yeah.
a tactic. Like I said, I battle for meat. If I don't win, I don't eat. I battle for rent. I used to battle for the prize money. I would do what I had to do to win that battle. If I did some of the tactics back that I did back then, nowadays, you know, Smurf, they'd be canceling Eddie and Ness.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna want to talk about the condom on the floor. Okay, let's talk about the next topic, the Olympics. What do you think about the Olympics? Give us your hot takes.
I think that's dope.
Okay.
It is the most prestigious prize in sports history, period.
Ooh.
And to have us have an opportunity to be a part of that, to think that a B-boy could come home with a gold medal, to think that by next year, I might have a box of Wheatie with Vicious Vic on the box. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I might have a box. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, people are thinking too small, man. People are thinking way too small. Oh, they taking from our culture. You want to keep doing events in the fucking basement or in the studio or in somebody's gym? Like, come on, man.
Somebody's garage. Come on, man.
Let the game evolve. This is the most prestigious sporting event on the planet. The only thing that comes even close to that is the heavyweight championship of the world. That's the only thing that comes close to Olympic gold. And this is one of us that's going to get this. Like, stop hating. The only people that's really beefing about the Olympics is cats that ain't got nothing to do with it. Cats that ain't never going to get there. Cats that ain't never going to get there. Cats that know they wouldn't even qualify, much less get a bronze. Those are the cats that's beefing about this. Talking about, oh, they take it from our culture. The Olympics is not about culture. Olympics is about competition between all the countries. That's what it is. That's it. They got karate and judo in the Olympics. You don't see Japan yelling about, but they're not paying attention to our culture. They're not giving everybody chopstick. Like, come on, give me a break. Let these cats go out there and do what they got to do and cheer them on when they come. Because this year is going to be the most important ones because these are the first ones that did it.
Ooh, shout outs to everybody in the Olympics,
man. Honestly, I want to see USA win the gold, but I don't care who wins the gold. I don't care who wins the silver. I don't care who wins the bronze. The fact that it's a B-boy and a B-girl bringing those medals back to their homes, back to their parents. You know what I'm saying?
It should be the U.S., y'all. Make yo go USA.
Of course I'm Team USA. I'm always going to be Team USA, but I only watch the Olympics for boxing and basketball, and now I'm going to watch breaking. If we even get televised. That's another thing people ain't thinking about.
Don't say that. We're going to televise it ourselves.
I love women's boxing. Look how long it took before they televised the women's boxing.
Ooh, you think they'll televise the B-boy battles first?
Have you ever actually watched the Olympics? You're watching stuff, and at the same time, there's tinker tapes telling you all these other categories. Who won, who's that we don't see. So just because, I think because breaking, it's the first time breaking is there, and breaking is a big deal, there is a big chance that it'll be televised.
Oh, that'll be legendary.
I'm pretty sure because of today's technology, we'll be able to stream it one way or another. They also have an Olympic channel that plays all the time. So I'm pretty sure that we might have a chance to see it. But people got to put that into consideration.
All right, put that into consideration, y'all. You might not see the Olympics, but you're gonna see it in this channel. We're gonna televise it. Okay, the next question is, why no octagon battle?
Cause ain't no promoters out there hollering at me trying to do it.
Oh, that's right, y'all. Get your paper up.
Holler at me.
Holler
at me. It's not gonna take. Just don't try to do the octagon without me, because it's gonna cost you a lot more than if you would have just came at me and said, "Yo, Ness, let's do an octagon. I only got this much, but let's do it." For me, it's not about the money. It's about the respect. You understand what I mean? And taking control of your shit. You know? Tyrone created the Seven of Smoke.
Did he create that? Did he create Seven of Smoke?
Everybody's going around doing the Seven of Smoke. Tyrone ain't got no part of it. Tyrone don't even get a donation.
But Tyrone don't need a donation. But shout out to Tyrone, though. Shout out to Tyrone.
Ken Swift created the Bonnie and Clyde.
That's true.
Controlled by Ken Swift. The Seven of Smoke.
So whose fault is that, though? Shouldn't they patent it? And like that, next time somebody does, because I'm gonna do the octagon. I'm gonna do the octagon next weekend over here in Vegas.
You know what? Like I said, it's gonna cost you more than if you book me.
All
You
right,
could
the
do
next
a
one is
triangle. You could do a triangle, and my lawyer's still gonna get in your pocket. The minute
okay.
you do hexagon, any type of geometric shapes with cones and roped off, and have cats breaking in it with a set ruler system and not knocking things down, whatever, you're already messing with my intellectual property.
Now, but this is
Cats,
2024.
cats
We got
couldn't do a
lasers.
triangle event.
We got lasers. We don't need rope or none of that tape. We
It
got
doesn't matter. It
lasers.
doesn't matter. Are you still putting the obstacle of a geometrical shape around the b-boy?
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next question. Your top 3 younger generation b-boys. Top 3 younger generation b-boys. These are young cats in the last 5 years that you've seen that are popping off. In your opinion, be
You
nice.
know what? I'm not gonna say their names, but they all MZK. No,
Oh,
wait.
spicy,
No.
spicy.
Seriously. I like Vicious Vic.
Oh, I love Vish. He's my favorite b-boy.
Like
He's my favorite
like
b-boy.
outside of MZK. I like Vicious Vic.
We should get Vicious Vic down with MZK. You think he get down?
I like Jay. Jay's one of my favorite b-boys.
Maybe not. His girl's down. He's like, nah, I ain't trying to be down with the same crew as my girl.
Jay is ill. Jay is ill.
J.O.'s nasty.
From France. Jay from France. Legitime Obstruction.
Yeah.
Your footwork cat. Yo, that nigga.
Yo, he's nasty. He's nasty.
He's
And his Instagram tutorials.
And he smokes people just with footwork. Like, some people can't even understand half the shit he does.
That's wild. Shout out to Jay, man. Jay is definitely official. Okay, so the next one is we're almost done.
They my crew. I would say Jeffro's out there killing it.
Oh, Jeffro. Yo, Jeffro's nasty.
Of course he's nasty.
He's probably like in my top 3 or 4. I had a conversation with somebody recently.
Right
like
now, my top three right now, that my favorite. I'm not saying this is the best. I know people gonna have their opinion and say, "Oh, you forgot." No, this is me.
Oh, you forgot Vicious Vic.
Vicious Vic, Jeffro, Kid Break.
Oh, you gonna put Kid Break in there?
Kid Break's the king of New York.
Are you just saying that because he's a kid from New York?
I said it. He's the king of New York. Ain't nobody hitting more than him. Ain't nobody winning more than him. Ain't nobody traveling more to battle and bring back that trophy.
Oh, he is king of New York.
He is the king of New York.
He is the king of New York.
When I used to say that I was the king of New York, my reason for saying that was that I was doing all that. I'm going all over the fucking planet, smashing shit, winning shit, and coming back home and bringing it to New York. I'm the king of New York. I'm carrying the city on my back all over the world. But then I stopped doing that. And then Kid Glide was doing it for a while. Kid Glide was the representative of New York. Then it was Gravity. You know what I mean? And I thought Gravity was going to keep the position forever, but Gravity left.
Yo, Gravity's my favorite too, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like I can't have 3. Gravity's always been I really can't have 3. Like I said, Jeffro, Gravity, Vicious Vic, and I'm not even talking about B-girls now. Kid Break, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of cats I like. Jay, Legit Team. Like, I can't narrow it down because
fair enough.
You know what I mean? If there was 200 B-boys, I could give you my top 5. But there's 2 million B-boys. It's impossible for me to give a top 5. I like a lot of people equally. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I said it. Gravity should have been the king of New York, but he moved out. Kid Break is the king of New York. Ain't nobody smacked him. And I also give Break a lot of props and love because this shit started in the Bronx.
Break is from the Bronx.
And if you pay attention to the game, I was the last international champion from the Bronx, from the birthplace of breaking. I was the last dude traveling country to country from the Bronx, winning, smashing shit, making noise.
You know what?
When I stopped competing, nobody from the Bronx was winning on an international level until Kid Break. Kid Break became the next new, I'm really proud of him, the next new international champion.
Yo,
you know, international for Kid Break, yo. International contender. Yeah, come on, Kid Break. Everybody's good. We always talk about B-boys we always talk about b-boys, and we like to think about these grown ass men. We forget there's cats out there that'll smoke a lot of grown ass men. You
Yeah.
know, young kids, and I think Kid Break is one of them cats. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, if he ever hears this, he's gonna get mad. But I think at this point in the game, I think it should be illegal for him to enter kids battles in New York.
Oh, yo, for real, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like they should start booking him to judge the kids battles.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
all of us are getting judged by our peers, right? So why can't the kids get judged by their peers?
Yeah. Okay. Yo, shout outs to Kid Break, man. He really is the king of New York. I really never thought about it until you said it, and
Yeah,
it
ain't
makes complete sense.
nobody hitting like he's hitting right now from New York.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dope niggas in New York, but he's the king of New York when it comes to this battle shit.
Oh man, he's so fresh. Okay, this next part, this is the last part of the show right here. I'm gonna start a sentence, and you gotta finish the sentence.
You got it.
Okay, so the first one is, if I ever lost a battle, I would never.
If I ever lost a battle, I would never believe it.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. The next one is, I hate it when the DJ
cut the break to Apache.
Ooh, why?
Like,
what?
you are breakbeat DJ, you're spinning at a b-boy jam, so you're supposed to be spinning break beats, and you don't let the break of the greatest breakbeat record ever made play.
That's
or
true,
the DJ,
though.
they will let the dan, 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 and then it'll go dan, 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 doop, 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 and they cut the record. That's the best part of the record. Like, didn't Forrest Gump teach you about the best part? Didn't DJ Hurt teach you about that's the break of the record. That is the chunkiest part of the record. I hate when DJs don't let that play.
Okay.
They always mix the record right after those horn hits, and it doesn't make no sense.
I'm gonna start paying attention to that too. The next one is, I hate it when b-boys
really think they could beat me.
Oh.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what I really. It's not that I hate. I dislike when b-boys. I hate it when b-boys don't know they lost.
Oh, okay. That's facts.
See, in
my
generation, we knew when we lost. That moment would come that we would step up and be like, "Yo, you got that. I'm gonna catch you next time, but you got that." Or you just walked away.
Yeah.
Pissed, everybody laughing at you. Or you didn't go out at all because you knew you had nothing. We knew when we lost. Today's b-boys be getting smoked and they still like looking at you and pointing on. And like, dog, man, you've been doing that same combination like all night. Like, you lost hours ago. Somebody should have told you, but their friends is too busy gassing them up.
Damn, that's true. We gotta stop lying to everybody. Be
honest. We gotta stop lying to ourselves.
Okay. The next one. I don't really drink, but if I do, I have to have a
Red Bull whiskey.
Red Bull whiskey. Do you still drink Malibu? You remember those parking lot
pimping days?
I
still like Malibu. I drink alcohol. I drink alcohol. You understand? It's not like I like my go-to is of course the Jack Daniels, but like today I'm drinking champagne. 2 nights ago I was drinking vodka. Me and wifey killed a bottle of vodka. The night before that we killed a bottle of tequila. Like, I drink alcohol.
Oh, chill. Okay.
We on vacation. Before anybody judge, me and wifey are both on vacation.
Okay. Because it's Monday, it's Tuesday.
That's why we're not even home.
Oh, look at that, yo! Look at y'all got the bed all made up. Okay, I see.
We're not even home. Like this is we on vacation. So yeah, we're gonna drink. We're gonna smoke.
I love when I see the new generation
win.
Ooh.
And when I say win, I don't mean the competition. I mean come up. I like to see the new generation come up. I like to see the Kid Breaks coming up. I like to see. I watch Gravity. I watch Gravity come up. Like, I enjoy watching cats come up, and usually I always know who's gonna be that one, and I always make sure I approach him and let him know. First time I saw Jigs, when niggas didn't know who Jigs was, I walked up to him and said, "Yo, my nigga, you the truth."
Yo, Jigs is nasty. Shout out to Jigs.
First time I saw Samuel, I walked up to him and said, "Yo, my nigga, you the truth. You got a crazy future in this game." And Samuel's still killing it. You understand what I mean? Like,
Nasty.
I've never, even when I was battling, I might hate you, but I would still walk up to you and give you your props and say, "You the truth." Look at IBE 2005. We was trying to cut off Korea's heads. We was wilding. Everybody saw my antics. But what nobody paid attention to is as soon as that battle ended, you see me walk right across the floor straight to Born. And I go, "My man, who are you?" Like, you the illest nigga in this whole event, the whole weekend. Who are you? You understand? Like, I'm not afraid to give a nigga his props, even if we in war.
Yeah.
That's how me and Born met. That's how me and Born met.
Fresh.
I was just like, he was my favorite B-boy at the IBE the whole weekend. He was my favorite B-boy. You know, and as soon as that battle was over, I walked straight to Born. Like, "Yo, who are you?" And Born didn't even know English. And Charlie, the translator, thought we had beef. And he ran over, and Charlie knows me. He's like, "Yo, Ness, everything okay? Everything okay?" And I'm like, "Nah, tell this dude that he's my favorite B-boy in the whole jam." And he started laughing. He's like, "Yo, Ness, Born says you're his favorite B-boy." And that was a wrap. From there on, it was like,
nasty.
You understand what I'm saying? From there on. And I still fucks with Born.
Yeah, I love Born.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the second to last. I'm gonna save the I got second to last. What makes me the happiest is
1 down, 5 up.
I don't know what that means.
That's the shifters on the motorcycle.
I'm not a biker, y'all. Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise.
1 down, 5 up. That's what makes me happy. 1 down, 5 up.
1 down, 5 up. That's the way I like to. Okay. All right, so this is the last question, man. I really want to thank you for joining us. This is your like 7th glass, so I'm pretty sure you're feeling pretty good, y'all. We're not judging though. Make some noise for Alien Ness, man. He's in the building. That's right.
Alien Ness, then he hits a button.
I know. AKA Rusty Shank, AKA the Angry Little Indian, AKA the Rusty Shank. All right, so this is the last one, man. So
AKA I'm gonna, 100 Eyes.
AKA 100 Eyes. I'm gonna play a clip, and I need you to verify if this is you, and then if you can remember anything about it.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Where?
Right there. Hey, look at this. That's Kickmaster. That's Little Alex. That's Mr. Joints. That's
Who's that?
Me right there.
You right here with the white with the Adidas right here?
Adidas top, Lee jeans, Playboy shoes. I wasn't even wearing sneakers. I was wearing Playboy shoes.
Oh, I just saw your move. So you were battling Little Alex?
No, we was battling that crew. A lot of people say Little Alex versus Alien Ness. It wasn't Little Alex versus Alien Ness. We just it's a practice spot. We just divided up. We all knew each other. We battled for the sake of the video camera. We used to all practice in that basement.
Yo, that was nasty, man. How old were you right here?
This is just me breaking for a year.
No way.
So you figure this is just me breaking for a year. So this is before my 16th birthday.
No way.
Yeah. This is January of 1984.
Wow,
like the year
fresh.
Just started. The niggas from the Chief Rockers, their parents had money and bought them a video camera for Christmas, and they was like, "Yo," they told everybody come through that we was gonna battle and they was gonna record it.
What?
First internet battle.
And I want to say something. This is because the Dynamic Rockers versus Rocksteady battle doesn't really exist. Because New York City Breakers versus Rocksteady at First Class, that footage doesn't exist. I can honestly say that this is the oldest footage of a real battle from those days on the internet. That's the Coney Island Spider. I could teach that to you.
Oh, please, man. I'm trying to learn this.
Yeah, it's called the Coney Island Spider. Mr. Joints created that.
So this is the first documented battle.
Yeah. No, not the first documented battle. The oldest one you could find.
This is the
one you
oldest.
could find on the internet right now.
This is the oldest breaking battle on the internet today.
Yeah.
1984.
And full battle. And before anybody try to get salty, because I know some OGs are going to get salty, this battle plays from beginning to end. There's no little clips. There's no little clips. There's no edits. This battle plays from beginning to end.
Yo.
So when it comes to a real battle from that generation, this is the oldest footage of a raw back and forth battle between oppositions that you could find on the internet. And I went out more than everybody on my side.
Yo, this is dope.
How many times I go out and count how many times everybody else on my side went out.
Yo, this kid's really trying to smoke you right here, though.
Of course he is. I'm trying to come up in his. You know what I'm saying? When niggas try to come up, somebody's gonna try to take you down. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. It's not personal. You just can't live in my house.
Wow. Yo, Ness, man, this has been a pleasure, and I think that if we really wanted to, we can probably go on 3 more hours.
Yo, like, you know what?
Should we do 3 more hours, y'all?
Here we go.
No, I'm just playing.
What you gotta do is create a spin theory camp, and let me come down for like 4 or 5 days and talk shit to all the students, and I bet you they'll all leave their ill battle plans.
Ooh, okay, y'all heard it here first, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, yo,
they'll all
Ness,
leave ill
man.
battle cats.
Yo, Ness, would you be able to come back to the channel sometime in the future?
Yeah, of course, you're my brother. I'll do anything you ask. You're my brother. You already know.
Everybody, man, if you guys are watching this right now, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel, y'all. We got Alien Ness in the building. We got to get out of here because it's already about to hit the 2-hour mark. I don't want to take up you on vacation, man, but I need everybody to know, man, that I love you, Ness. I love you more. Everybody here loves you as well, man. Like, you really.
I love you more.
Thank you, man. And you inspired a lot of us, man. And thank you. And we didn't even get to touch on how I was in LA real quick. I'm from LA, and nobody in LA wanted to put me down forever until I met you, and you were the first person that wanted to put me down in the crew. So shout outs to you, Ness, man. Shout outs to you, man.
And put you on the front line. And put me on the front line when I don't even break. Make some noise. But wait. I can't get credit for putting you on the front line. That credit goes to K-Mel.
I love K-Mel.
It was that K-Mel suggestion that I put you on that Freestyle Session team. I'll never forget our conversation. Because he tried to say to me, yo, Ness, I'm not going to battle with y'all. And I was heated. So I'm like, okay, if you're not going to battle with us, it's cool. After you say you're going to battle with us, then you got to tell me who can fill your shoes. I just don't want a body. I want a nigga that's going to win rounds like you would go there and win rounds. And he said, Smurf. And I'm like, really? And he's like, Ness, Smurf has gotten dope since you left to Europe. He's like, you haven't seen niggas here. Because this was when I was living in Europe. He's like, you haven't seen cats. I'm telling you, Smurf could do it. And I was like, Smurf it is. So technically it was K-Mel that put you on the front line first. But yeah, I put you down first.
That's right, y'all. That's right. I really appreciate you for joining us, man. Everybody, please go follow Ness at Alien. What's your Instagram?
BX Alien Ness.
BX Alien Ness. That is right. We really appreciate you for joining us, man. If you guys are watching this, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Is there anything else you want to leave us off with, man? You got 30 seconds. This is all you.
Yeah, I heard somewhere that, like, we've been me for the longest. I've been marketing and pushing MZK as the longest running established breaking crew because we are also a representation of the original Zulu Kings. And some cats have been talking salty about that. And I'm just going to say is that the same cats are saying that's not the way it is, or the ones that produced the movie where all of this was said. If you had any reservations with MZK and Zulu Kings being called the first crew where it all started from, just like Track 2 said it in that movie, if you're going to talk about breaking and the history of breaking, you're not talking the history if you don't start with Zulu Kings. This was in your movie. Stop hating.
Oh, man. And with that being said, we're going to get out of here. Everybody watching this, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And we'll see everybody at the MZK anniversary going down in New York City. That is right, y'all.
Holla.
Ness, I love you, man.
Love you too. Peace.
If you enjoy the content and you would like to help the channel further, you can become a channel member and be part of the chat Steady Kings. It's only $2.99 a month, and this helps with keeping the channel alive and well. Most of the videos get a copyright claim, so the only way we can survive is through the channel members and super chats. That's right. If you want me to watch a battle, the best way to get my attention is through a super chat. Thank you all in advance. And now let's get back to the show.